Hello again, it's Mark Berger. This is part 3 of the box to hold chess pieces. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how to make the knob. And the knob for the lid is made of 2 pieces. It's got a base, which is the white piece here, and the top, which is the red piece here. Now I'm going to use larger paper to show you how to make those 2 pieces. In both cases, you're going to need bird bases. And I think I put in extra paper for you in your package just in case you want to practice or that. So now we're going to make the base first. And if you'll recall, when we made a stand for the chess pieces, we took the bird base and we folded the flaps up. Okay? That's known as an open bird base. And then we're going to do the little dance, meaning we're bringing the paper that was inside to the outside and vice versa. And then we're going to fold the new exposed wings up. Okay, and that makes what we've called the stand. And this is the bottom for all the larger chess pieces. It's also the beginning of the pawn, which we just folded down the tips. But we're going to make the base out of this. So we have it now in an X-shaped form, and we're going to take each of the 4 wings one at a time, and we're going to squash them down. And Marita, this is a little delicate, so let's see if you can get this and let me know if it works. So we're going to take one of the flaps, and we're going to take this edge and fold it to the inside. Okay. What does that do? Well, it makes this one crease, and it makes this angle here 90 degrees. Okay. And we're going to do that all around. So we're going to pinch this, we're going to twist it down. Okay. Here's how it looks from the bottom. And then we're going to do it for the 3rd time. And then we're going to do that for the last time. Okay? So that's what the base looks like so far. But I didn't think it looked nice to have exposed paper below. So I've added in a couple more moves. So we're going to take this flap and we're going to swing it over the other way. So you see there was a crease here. We're just folding that over along that crease. Okay. So we made the points, we've reversed the points, and now we have one more thing to do. You see, we have this angle right here, and we're going to bisect that. So, meaning this is 45 degrees from here to here. We're going to bisect it so this new crease is going to be 22.5 degrees. Do you see that? Here's before the 45 degree angle, and now here's the 22.5 degree angle. And we're going to do that also. So we fold it to the edge to this vertical line. Okay, so now the model looks like this. And now we're going to go around and we're going to open this up, and this crease here, which is now a valley fold, we're going to reverse that and make it into a mountain fold. And that then will allow us to take this, squeeze the ends in, and it allows the model to lie flat like this. Okay, we'll do that again. So we're going to take this crease. That's a valley fold. We're going to make it into a mountain fold. And that'll allow us to set everything down like so. Okay, so these make the spikes, if you will, or the tabs that we use to join the base to the top of the box. So there's the base. And now we're going to make the top knob, which is the pawn. And since I kind of ran through that last time, I'm going to review it again. So take your bird base, fold all the flaps up so it becomes the stand model. After you've done that, fold those flaps back down. It's an extra move, but I think you'll find it's well worth it. Okay, so now we take one flap at a time. We pull it up, and you see the point of the back. We're going to fold the tip of the wing down to that point and fold it back. We're going to take the opposite wing, fold it up, fold that point down, put it back. We're going to do the little dance to bring the inside to the outside. Okay. And now we're going to do the same maneuver on the other two wingtips. All right, so now we fold them back up, do the little dance. And then we make it X-shaped. Okay, and then here is how it all fits together.
Move your hand a bit. There you go.
Okay, so it's just like the big pieces with the stand part and the head part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I've made a actual size model. Here's the base, and here's your box top, and we're going to fold the triangle flaps out so that we have this surface so that we can match this up. And you notice the diagonals here are going to match with the diagonals on the base. So now I'm going to take a glue stick, and I'm going to do this in several steps because it's kind of important that you let the glue dry between steps. Otherwise, it gets very, very messy. So let's plan on that. So we take the base and we're going to apply the glue stick to those flaps and also to the closer in base. Now, you want to use a little more than you might usually use of glue because you want it to slide and you don't want it just to seize when you put it down. So we're going to line up the diagonals and just gently put it down. And now take a fresh piece of scrap paper, okay, and put it under the flap one at a time in about this much area. And now we're going to try and match this up. You see, we want the base to be able to move. We're going to match it up like so. So it's a nice and neat connection. Okay. Now we're then going to do the opposite corner, and you want to make sure that you use a fresh edge of this paper. You notice I use this side, and now I'm going to turn it because we don't want to get glue on the outside of the flaps. Thank you. So here we go, and we slid this into place like so. And now we do the other two flaps as well. All right, so I think we got everything lined up. It's centered, it's lying nice and flat. So now, before we move on to the next step, we're going to take a break. Maybe we'll go for a walk, and we'll come back when the glue has dried. Okay, we're back from our walk, and the glue has dried, and now we're going to take our little extra pond, and just like we did with the large model, you see, it's going to fit in just like this. And you see, you can only put it in so much. There's kind of a natural stop in there because of the two backs of the bird bases touching. Now, if we try and glue the whole thing in at once, it's going to be very messy. So we're going to do just two opposite tabs at a time. So what I'd like you to do is take this off and take two of the opposite corners and fold them up. So that leaves us with just these two opposite pieces, and we're going to slide them in like so, and with glue on them, and we're going to let it dry. Now, it's very useful to have some clips to hold everything together while it dries. So I'm going to use the binder clips. And here we go. Now we want to put the glue this time just on the tips here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, because the only place it's going to stick to is just that top. Okay, so we fit it back on like so. All right, and now we're going to take the binder clips and we're going to clip the whole thing one at a time together like this. And that's going to make sure that everything is nice and tight, and you can make sure, well, are these balanced? Well, that's completely wrong. No, that's right, okay. Okay, so two sides, 1, 2 have been glued already. The other two remaining points that we need to glue, they're up here. They're out of the way. They're not gonna get messy with glue on them or anything. Okay, so that is the second gluing step. So now let's go take a nap. We'll let the glue dry and we'll come back. Okay, does my hair look okay? It's not flat on the back from the pillow?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so here's our model. The glue has dried. We've glued two of the points of the top knob on. and it's quite sturdy. So now we're going to fold down the other 2 points one at a time and clip those on and allow those to dry. All right, so you see we're going to put a little bit of glue on that folded down point, okay? And then we're going to fold it down. It's a little work, and fold it down like that. And then we're going to clip those points together like so. I recommend that between the steps that you wash your hands, get any extra glue off. This is kind of one of the reasons why I decided to make the red part on the top, because the glue doesn't show up as much if you mess up. Okay, so we got one half, and now we put glue on the other. We fold that down, okay, and clip that together. All right, and we can let that dry, and our work is done. And when you take the clips off, again, you have a nice clean model.
Can you unfold the lid, please?
Sure, let's unfold the lid. So remember, take 2 sides. One, take the corners, reinforce them. Okay. And we're going to vow not to touch it until the glue has dried. That 2 of my problems in life. One is not letting glue dry. The second is not being patient with letting paint dry either. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this model, and give me, contact me if you have any questions, or if you would like to arrange a little tutorial session on FaceTime. I'm happy to do so, and have fun with that.